Good morning, everyone. How's it going? It's another day. I haven't done these in a minute. I've been trying to work on some stuff. But before we get into it, I know you know what I'm about to say. Before we get down to it, I want to remind you to please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're looking and you're lurking and you're like, should I vibe with this? You know, she's talking about some weird stuff. Just give me a chance. Like they say, give peace a chance. Give me a chance. I'm not peace, but give me a chance. Give me a chance. If later on you don't like the channel, then okay, then exit the chat, as the kids say. Exit the chat. There's a bunch of pages that I followed years ago, and they pop up every once in a while. I'm like, who the f*** is this? I'm like, who is this? I would never like this. And it's like, it says you've watched 9,000 hours of these videos. You evolve as people. So maybe later on, maybe I wouldn't be your cup of tea, today. And then maybe after, you mature or something, or maybe you get in your 30s if you're young, you'd be like, you know what? My back does hurt too. Let me watch Shea Sheppy's channel. Let me watch The Drive with Shay's. But anyways, that's enough filler for the morning. That's enough filler work. I'm very enthusiastic this morning. I did something that I haven't done in a long time. It just posted. Do this as a drive. Way later. I'm like, I'm going to do this 10 minutes into my drive. But I actually posted my podcast. I recorded a podcast, you guys. I recorded episode 33. So if you don't know the history of me or the channel, I had 33 episodes of a podcast. I used to use this site called Anchor. It was like easy on the app, on your phone, and you could just record onto the phone. You didn't need any fancy studios or equipment. And then I started, buying stuff here and there. And then Spotify bought it. And so after they bought it, I'm just like, that's kind of why it did stop too. And Spotify bought it, and Spotify took all the features out. If you've listened to my podcast before, you'd hear that I have like sketches, and some of the sketches I wrote all of them myself, but some of the sketches I made music for it and different stuff. But a lot of them I would use their sounds. Like they had all these different sounds. They had a glass breaking. They had all these different things for editing, and it was like an interactive little show. And so I don't know why Spotify bought it and then took all the stuff away from it. All the features that Anchor had, I don't know, but so basically I'm just using Spotify because you can't even edit on the app. It's called an RSS feed. In case you want to start a podcast, never mind. I thought I forgot this little thing. The RSS feed just makes it where your podcast could go all over. They'll post it on like a few different platforms. So versus going to each platform and submitting an RSS feed, you could just put it on Spotify and they'll distribute it for you. It's good, but it also sucks because you can't do anything on the app. You have to find your own way to edit the episode. And so I cut it down because I said I was having trouble editing, because what I would do when I did the YouTube, I would record the first part and then I would then do a sketch, and I was having trouble blending the two, and then I would do an ending part. So there was always sound issues if you know sound. So another thing is what I do is I record on another audio interface, and then I record on my phone. But your phone has its own speaker. So I don't like the sound, even though it sounds good doing these videos, but it doesn't sound good when you listen to a podcast. I want it to sound really professional. So you have to cut the sound off of this video and then merge it. You got to merge my mouth with the audio interface podcast. So it's hard to sync the two when you have different cuts of editing, different cuts of video and sound and whatnot. And then I found CapCut. Shout out to Edwin. My friend Edwin told me about CapCut a few years ago, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool, but I was so lazy to even open it, try it. And then I finally started trying it, and I love it. But then they freaking banned the bitch. So I was like, damn. But I think it's gonna stay around. It's part of TikTok. I didn't know this. But I hope it stays around because it's actually a game changer. Like you could kind of teach yourself how to edit, but they have all these different awesome transitions. So that's what I'm using now. But you still have to like sync up the sound. So I use Final Cut Pro. I use all these different things to do my video. So long story short, the podcast is back. I'm going to be consistent. So go to my YouTube page. If you're already here, you're watching it already. Go to episode 33. I have 3 other episodes. I think it's 29, 30, and 31. No, what am I talking about? 30, 31, 32. Duh. It's episode 30, 31, and 32 are on YouTube, and you have the video for it. And then the other ones are on Spotify. They're on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and other platforms. So iHeartRadio, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna get the podcast going. And if you listen, you can hear my progression from how I used to sound to now. And I'm just trying to grow. But I'm sad because I wanted to keep doing sketches because this is my, it's my little outlet to write and whatever and to try to make characters and create characters and stories. So I'm gonna still figure out how to incorporate that, because I think it's cool to have it like a podcast, but also be like a little TV show, my little 30 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I did a podcast, so I'm proud of myself because I really been lagging it on what I want to do in this life. And I've talked about it before. Like I said, I'm not a motivational speaker, but I'm like, I gotta get my shit together this year. I'm just tired. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of saying I want to do so many things. And I get hard on myself. And I've talked to people and they're like, but you gotta give yourself grace. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta give myself grace, but I also gotta I gotta get a bitch to slap me in the face. Because you can't be so lenient on yourself. You gotta shake yourself up sometimes. I pray, I meditate, I journal, I do all these things sometimes. And that's not going to get me where I need to go, though. I have to put action. I have to put action into place. So that's my focus this year. And, it's hard because I have a life, I have work, and it's like I'm just trying to balance it all. So I stayed up all night. I'm so freaking tired. I'm about to guzzle down some coffee at work. Editing takes a long time. If anybody edits, let me know or if anybody uploads on YouTube, why does it take so long to upload? Let me know. I'll look it up as well, but it takes so freaking long. So I worked on the editing all weekend, right? I filmed it, worked on it, put my cameras up, put my lights up, broke everything down. So that's a task already. I gotta find a space where I could just have my stuff up all the time. But I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so the space is limited, so I can't really do that. So that was also a thing. I was like kind of lazy to do that all the time. And so that's what the last video you see, it looks kind of shitty because I was just testing it. I was like, let me just see if I could just put a ring light, and the lighting just looks off. Like even this little light. Lighting is important, you guys, for video. Lighting is important. If you have a crappy if you have no lights, your face will look very grainy. Like that means a lot of dots on the screen. And all you need to do is look up 3-point light setup. I know some stuff about filming, but I'm too lazy to do it. Look up 3-point light setup if you want to do videos. And if you do want to do videos, if you're watching me, you go, this bitch is just driving. Do it. I want you to make a YouTube video. Do it. Why not? I have a lot of friends who have kids, who have interesting lives, who are just like a mom, and they're also a person. And I'm like, turn this bitch on. Turn on the camera. Turn on the camera. Why not? I see all these people vlogging about their lives and their families, and like, even if you don't want your kids on the camera, you could put a blur over their face. A lot of people have such interesting lives, and I feel like right now on YouTube, a lot of people are being showcased. So, like, my channel still has, it's still growing and stuff, and hopefully it will grow one day. But I'm like, why can't I? If they could do it, I could do it. And if I could do the little stuff I'm doing, you guys could do it. So I encourage you, get CapCut, learn the 3-point light setup, and yeah, just get it popping. You don't need a lot. I would love to have a camera, but I don't. I have a camera, an old camera, but it only records like 14 minutes or something. So I don't need to do that, because as you see, I like to talk. But yeah, there's a lot going on. The video's already long right now, but the Super Bowl happened last night. The Super Bowl happened last night, okay? Kendrick killed it. A lot of people are like, I don't know if that was good or bad. Some people didn't like it, like my mom. I was like, Mom, did you like it? She's like, it's just not my cup of tea. I'm old school. I'm like, okay, you don't get it. Once you see the symbolism, once you see the words, a lot of people, they just see rappers and they're like, oh, I don't know what he's saying. He's saying jibber jabber. And it's like, listen to the words. But I might talk about the Super Bowl on the next podcast. I'm going to do the weekly podcast. I still don't know what day works best for me. So far, Monday, I put it out in the middle of the night. But if I work on it, if I just click upload on Sunday morning, I think I should be able to get away with it coming out either Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. I think I can manage that, because I'm off on the weekends. And even if I have something to do, I'm going to be very responsible and plan my weeks out. And if I have something to do that week, I'll get it done. So we'll see. Hold me accountable. If I don't upload in a week, say, bitch, where is my podcast? You said you were going to do it. I used to say road to 100. We barely made it to 33. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. It's another chance to get it right. This week, I brought my lunch. I said, I'm going to do better. I'm tired of being fat, you guys. You didn't tell me my double chin was coming back. I need you to comment, like, don't be mean and stuff, but comment and be like, Shea, you're looking a little bit plump. Help a sister out. Because sometimes you just walk around, you go, I feel good, and then you don't. You don't feel good. So, yeah, let's help each other out. I'll help you, you help me. But let me know if I'm looking a little plump, because I definitely feel it, and I need to do good. So I brought my food today. Hopefully it tastes good. And yeah, you guys have a great day. I might do a video later. I don't know. I have an appointment later, and I'm getting off early. And yeah, I'll probably do a video later. We'll see. We'll see what news I read about, and maybe that'll motivate me to do another video. But I said videos. Another video. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. I forgot to say this on my podcast, but I don't know if I want to end like this. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. And yeah, we will keep doing good this year. Let's keep pushing to be positive and to be motivated. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.